Unsere Gründer sind Ondrej Nowotny und Pawel Neruda. Wir sind OKTAGON MMA.
Was geht ab, Hannover? Seid ihr gut drauf? Ich will was hören von euch. Komm, wir sind das erste Mal mit OKTAGON hier in Hannover heute. Ihr könnt jetzt mal beweisen, dass es lohnt, in die Stadt nach Hannover zu kommen. Ja, es stehen spektakuläre Kämpfe auf der Fightcard. Aber bevor es heute mit dem ersten Fight startet, gibt es natürlich eine Tradition, die wir einhalten. Und zwar mit unserem Goggi. Und zwar könnt ihr jetzt alle mal eure Arme heben, denn es werden T-Shirts fliegen. Also, wo die Arme oben sind, dort fliegen die T-Shirts hin. Ah, da sehe ich schon ein bisschen Gas geben. Arme nach oben und dann auf der Fightcard stehen. Für wen seid ihr denn heute hier? Hört ihr den Namen? Na, für wen seid ihr heute hier? Ich höre noch gar nichts. Ah, da! Da geht noch was nach oben, da können wir hinschießen. Die sind fleißig, die sind wunderbar. Aber nicht um die T-Shirts kämpfen, ja? Geht sonst einfach im Haupteingang zum Merchandise-Stand, dort kriegt ihr auch welche. Und hier, fleißig nach oben, die Arme. Was ist mit euch da hinten? Zeig mal, ja, da sind sie auch. Bobby, schau mal. Hier, die geben Gas, dann kriegen sie auch. Zeigt mir, was ihr könnt. Okay, hier geht, ja, da, komm, der muss weit fliegen, Bobby. Jawohl, das war mal ein guter Flug. Bitte nicht um die T-Shirts kloppen. Wo geht's weiter? Wo sehe ich hier Arme? Da, gehen wir doch mal hier rüber. Der ist auch ordentlich geflogen und fast gefangen. Ja! Wundervoll. Und vielleicht was mit euch. Komm, schön, hoch. Wer fängt hier? Wer hat hier ein großes Talent zu fangen? Das war eine Punktlandung, würde ich sagen. Das letzte T-Shirt fliegt. Wo fliegen die Arme nach oben? Jawohl. Ich wünsche euch einen wundervollen Abend, Hannover, und jetzt großen Applaus. Der erste Fight kommt gleich.
Jetzt gibt's Beef. Unser Partner Kreuzers ist der Gourmet- und Premium-Fleisch-Online-Shop in Deutschland. Das beste Fleisch und die besten Lebensmittel mit bester Qualität direkt nach Hause in deine Küche oder auf den Grill. Scanne den QR-Code und registriere dich jetzt. Nur bei OKTAGON, hier und heute. 99 € Premium-Mitgliedschaft geschenkt.
For the first time ever, Hanover becomes the center stage of Europe's finest MMA. Undefeated inside the octagon cage and two-time German champion, Johnny Palakai with a 6-fight win streak. Standing across from him in the biggest fight of his young career and headlining for the very first time is 22-year-old Czech phenom Jakub Batwalski. Fresh off a career-defining win over Rishavi and Eden and unbeaten in his last 5 fights, Batwalski looks to keep the dream alive. But will Palakai be the one to end it? Octagon's #1 heavyweight and two-time title challenger, Lazar Todev takes on the world number 52, Luis Barboza, a UFC veteran who fought 6 times in that promotion. Todev is chasing another big name, but Barboza is set on conquering the entire division. The #3 flyweight contender Mohamed Valid faces the toughest challenge of his career as world number 63. David Dvorak returns after 4 years in the UFC. Dvorak has only one goal, to prove he's still amongst the elite and to begin his journey by winning the title. From opposite corners of the globe, two elite warriors collide. 4-time Mexican champion Edgar Jimenez versus 2-time German champion Khalid Taha. And fan favorite Mateusz Strelczak has shocked the crowd time and time again. And now he wants to do it once more by becoming the first man to take down the undefeated UAE Warriors champion, Emilio Kisua.
Championship in featherweights almost, and we got special main event. One of the youngest fighter ever, actually the second youngest fighter in the main event in our history, will fight here in Hanover against the local guy, against local hero, mentor, trainer, and just the great guy, Johnny Palakai. Who's gonna be win, guy?
This is a huge main event. Again, we know Holzer was supposed to be here. Joni Palakai has picked up the mantle. He's now stepping in front of his hometown crowd. But Jakub Bartfelski has been on a meteoric rise. You look at his record, the one loss he got, he moved away out of Octagon, has worked his way back up, and that performance in Eden against Karol Reshavi, for me, is what proves he deserves to be here, and I think he could cause an upset tonight.
Bartfelski won 3 fights in a row in Octagon, but Joni Palakai was never beaten in Octagon 4 in a row. Can he win today under this pressure of full house arena, Hanover, his home crowd, family, everyone will be, pressure on him that he has to win?
Well, if you look at Bartfelski and his achievements, considering his age, it absolutely doesn't make sense. But if you come into this town and you want to defeat Joni Palakai, if you don't get him knocked out in the long reach, you're gonna be in big trouble. But let's ask the fans. Sag mal Leute, seid ihr der Meinung, Joni Palakai gewinnt heute das Main Event? Oder wie seht ihr das? I think they're absolutely dead sure about it.
Do you want to do the same for Bartfelski?
Yeah, I can do it for Bartfelski, and I believe in Ostrava city and everywhere in Czech Republic, people will root for him, but definitely this floor will be hot for him. But we got plenty of other fights. Heavyweight bout, Lazar Todjev against Barboza. This is the crazy fight what we can...
I looked into his training. I have to say, he's got a new coach, he's getting ready, and he's hungry for the next title shot.
The odds are pretty even, but this is not the cause for the next fight. Walid, another local fighter, Mohamed Wali, number 3 in Octagon rankings, but he will join in the cage with David Dvořák, who comes back after more than 2,000 days for Octagon from UFC, and he's a world-class elite striker.
Yeah, not just a striker, not just a world-class fighter, but a finisher on top of that. 21 wins, 16 finishes at flyweight. This is a massive fight for Walid, and Dvořák is coming back wanting to prove himself. He really wants to show that he belongs in Octagon. He wants to make Octagon his home, but he does have a beast in front of him in Walid.
Another fight with the guy who should be the main event, Khalid Taha. He's number 10, and he will, in the end, on the main card with a guy who was fought only once in Octagon, but he looks pretty good, and he's a Mexican champion, Edgar Jimenez. What do you got?
Well, for Khalid Taha, it's going to be the change in opponents, where it comes to question that, is he able to adjust his training in the way that is needed to defeat the Cebollero? Because in his first fight in Octagon, he proved that he is tough as nails. So I expect this to be a straight-up slugfest, straight-up shootout, and one of the guys is going to go down, at latest in the second round, I guess.
Definitely, if Khalid Taha will win, we can wait for interview, and he will call out Max Holzer again, because Max Holzer is going to be here for the whole night, so at least we will see him in the cage also, maybe with Taha. So do you want to say something about the prelims fights, because there's also a lot of talents from Hanover and Germany?
I mean, there's huge talents from Hanover. Hugo Vac making his debut.
And I think this is going to result in a knockout too.
Okay, so I believe we are ready for you on RTL Plus, also on Octagon TV and worldwide. We are ready to start Octagon 75. Let's do it now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Octagon 75, Hanover. 10 incredible bouts for you this evening. No title fights on the card. It will all be fights fought over 3 5-minute rounds. My name is Luke Barnett, and I'm joined alongside me by Brian Lacey. And soon I will go through the rules of engagement inside the Octagon cage. Here we go. Mixed martial arts will take place in a cage in the shape of a circle that we know as the Octagon. Standing up techniques will be utilized from boxing, taekwondo, kickboxing, and many more. The fight will then continue onto the ground, where contestants can utilize techniques in grappling, jiu-jitsu, sambo, and anything they can think of. The fights will all be fought over 3 5-minute rounds tonight, as we have no title fights on the card, and the fight can be decided by knockout, TKO, submission, or points. And every now and then we could get a draw as well. The deciding factors the judges will be looking out for is effective striking and damage. Damage is #1 the most important thing for the judges to keep an eye out. The impact of techniques being utilized and aggression and control of the octagon real estate. That will score heavy for...
To face Malapo, both these guys looking to make a mark in the octagon cage here in Hanover. Services will face Mad Max Madureira in the next bout. Welterweight action as Amir Chan Al will take on Tongpo himself in Elias. Then we have Hugo Vac, the German Tarzan, taking on Merton. Merton stepping on the scale on 24 hours notice to be the third replacement Vac has faced. And then the feature bout of the preliminary card, we'll see Mohamed Makayev taking on Junior Vanderlei Jr. El Mexicano inside the cage once more. That is our preliminary card. My name is Brian Lacey. Alongside me, as always, is Mr. Luke Barnett. Look at that to kick us off. What a way to debut and christen the ZRG Arena tonight.
Lots of craziness going on leading up to this event, lots of switches, but we've ended up with a banging card, lots of late replacements and last-minute guys that are going to come in here to prove themselves and put on a show for the fans. The platform here at Octagon so huge in Germany, and each one here has their opportunity to shine under these lights in Hanover.
So we will kick off with this catch weight bout. This will be our YouTube free prelim. We will have Germany versus the Czech Republic by way of South Africa. Jixi, the General Malapo, fighting out of Prague under Hall of Famer Petr Makacek. He is a rising star in the kickboxing world. He is, 1-0 in mixed martial arts. He's a junior Olympic gold medalist. But Finn Griezmann is from Hanover, the first man from Fight School Hanover to come out and defend this territory.
A clash of ambitious predators on the brink of great careers. The hometown hero, Finn Griezmann, grew up on the mats. He spent 10 years doing judo before channeling his ferocity and discipline into MMA. Two lethal sticks of dynamite will come face to face in Hanover. Are we about to witness a huge explosion?
Fight number one here in the ZRG Arena here in Hanover. We'll see this man making his octagon debut, Jixi the General Malapo. You see him waving the South African flag proudly on his shoulders. He's based in Prague, has lived there for a long time now, Luke. He trained and found the art of martial arts while in the city of Prague at the Hanuman gym on the Hall of Famer Petr Makacek. Again, you look at him as not just a fighter, but as an athlete. And in the press conference, people were asking him about his rugby background and how that, transposes into the world of MMA. And the best example I can think is Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski. Made the move from rugby, now is the champion of the UFC at featherweight. And Malapo, when you look at him, he's a gifted individual when it comes to athletics. He is one hell of a specimen, and he loves this. He absolutely enjoys the showmanship, the bright lights, he's drawn to them. And tonight he wants, in his own words, he said to me, to put on a show so everybody knows that the General has arrived.
And that's always the question that's asked of debutants. They come in here, they talk about the thirst to have the lights shine on them and the fans behind them, but when it actually happens, it can be daunting. But for someone with the experience that he has in a completely different sport, playing rugby in the Olympic Games, he's competed at a very, very high level. So I feel like to this, looks a little nervous coming out today, kind of got to find his feet. I'm sure in the early moments of the bout we'll see what happens, but I have high hopes for this young man. I feel like...
But didn't think that he would get the call. He literally closed the box of pizza, went straight out for a run, and he has been dialed in on this because his dream was to get back to the octagon cage. His first fight was a bit of a nightmare for him. Came up against Tongpo Lukasz Elias, who's also on the card. Lost that fight. But for me, he has everything you want in a fighter. He is aggressive. He's experienced in martial arts through the world of judo, which is a great sport as a base for MMA, and he is hungry to prove himself tonight. So, opportunity is knocked. Griezmann has shut the pizza door, and the cage door will open now for him here in Hanover.
And again, we talk about the platform that's been created here in Germany for Octagon. Griezmann was supposed to fight last week, but declined the fight due to things not lining up perfectly for him or something going wrong in camp. I don't want to divulge everything. But then came out here, got the knock from Octagon and the opportunity, and that overrode the problems that he had. And he decided to be here tonight just to be able to compete on this platform. Another opportunity to shine under the lights that we create here at Octagon MMA. So, you know, it shows the mentality for him. He understands how big of an opportunity it is to open up the card here in Hanover.
And in Fight School Hanover, everyone talks so highly about him as a training partner. He's always there for the rounds. They're hard rounds with him as well. He's well-versed, he's versatile, and on top of that, you know, he loves to fight. And tonight he gets to do it in his home city of Hanover. Both fighters inside the cage. The tail of the tape is this. 4 years the younger is Griezmann. He will give up a
He's 30 years. He's 30 years old, 187 centimeters tall, weighing 79.6 kilos. Represent Hanumanji Prague. Coaches in his corner are Petr Macháček, Pavel Staňko, and Ondřej Jalovicor. He has a professional record of 2 fights, 1 win, 1 KO, and 1 loss. Fighting out of South Africa, Jixi, the General Malapo. Across the cage in the red corner, 26 years old, 175 centimeters tall, weighed in 79.4, represents Fight School Hanover. Coach in his corner is David Palokai. He has a professional record of 3 fights, 1 win, 2 losses, and fighting out of Germany, Hanover, Finn Brawler Griezmann.
Fighters, you know the rules. Follow my commands. Stop is stop. Fight hard, fight fair. Touch your gloves and go back to counter. Good luck.
Joseph Lauch will take charge of our opening bout here. Set at a catch weight of 80 kgs. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds should we need them. Gypsy Malapo, he is in the blue corner, white shorts, taking on Finn Griezmann, in the black shorts, red corner. What a welcome. He got the first of the 4 Fight School Hanover fighters. We will start and finish the night with Fight School Hanover talent inside the cage. Lovely low kicks from Jixi to kick us off, Luke.
Yeah, Malapo with some tricky calf kicks off that southpaw stance, switching, but this is what the game's going to be about, getting up against the fence and trying to get downs. But obviously, you'd imagine that's what he wants to do, although landing well on the feet with that backhand.
And Malapo primarily coming from that striking gym in Prague, Hanuman's. And he's got a good record, 8-2, I believe, in kickboxing. He's 13-3 in amateur MMA and claimed the Czech amateur championship on that run of fights.
But hands are low from Malapo and moving a little bit stagnantly, overcompensating with that low kick, gone to it for 4 or 5 times and landed well, but struggling to establish any sort of jab or any sort of distance control. And to me, leaving himself very, very open for Griezmann to come over the top.
It's a big difference, right? Thinking about fighting in this cage and then suddenly being there under these bright lights, Luke.
Yeah, he seems a little bit stunted at the beginning. Needs to warm into it, maybe. There's that calf kick again. Seems very comfortable with that because it's so far away.
Just standing.
A little bit too tall, a little bit stagnant because that big hand's coming. And the hook as well from Griezmann.
You might need a shot like that to wake him up because at the minute, Griezmann's dictating where this fight is taking place.
Yeah, on the back foot, not really. Oh, nice right hand, lands heavy. That one hurt him, Brian.
You saw a solid connection there, and again...
Connects well, Griezmann.
Yep.
Off that single, grabs the leg, now deep in on this double. Going to convert this. Oh, doesn't manage to. Malapo doing a fantastic job of stopping these takedowns so far, but not doing the job on the feet that everyone expected him to. Having such a huge rage advantage, not utilizing it so well in the hands.
For me, he's just not pulling the trigger. I mean, those
there's that
kick, but the low kicks are sort of his... The only...
Planning a distance there, though. Backed up well, but needs to throw something. There's that left hand, but just doesn't seem to have enough on it to do any damage.
Oh, there you go. That's solid.
But still up against this fence, needs to get into open water, because Griezmann definitely going to be looking for this takedown.
Oh, nice switch of stances, fires that, but as soon as he fires, Griezmann's coming in.
Yeah, Griezmann's bringing the pressure, and considering there's 5 days notice for him, and as you said, eating pizza on the sofa, seems happy to keep this tempo high. There's a beautiful body kick.
If you know
nice
how much,
left hand.
If you know how much he likes pizza as well, it was very difficult for him to close that box, Luke.
Can only imagine. Definitely seems to have woken Griezmann up a little bit, but for me, sorry, Malapo up a little bit. Griezmann seems to be the more dangerous of the two right now. Just single shots at the moment from Malapo, getting through, but eating them.
Yeah. He struggles when he's not in his own range, and that's what Griezmann's doing well. He's just making sure that he's always having to think before he can fire.
That's a better use of weapons. I'd like to see a knee come through the middle as well. That left hand was good. Timed that better. But every time he throws, his hands are all over the place. Defensively, he leaves himself wide open.
Oh, there's a mistake. 20 seconds left on the clock. It could have been more costly earlier in the round here.
Yeah, not so bad. He's just going to hold on, try and ride this one out now. 10 seconds remaining. Not sure Griezmann can get so much done. But this is definitely where Griezmann wants to be.
And listen to this arena again. This is one of the differences with the Octagon shows. It's almost full completely in this arena for the... We'll take a look at some of the highlights here. You can talk us through it.
Here's those swinging overhands that came over the top that landed on Malapo. We see the judges, they all agree with us.
Yeah, Griezmann
takes the first round, just coming with more intention, more damage, more trying to finish the fight. And that was the best left hand landed of the entire fight, Malapo. But Griezmann just ate it, no problem. I want to see a little bit more speed, a little bit more movement, a little bit more intention from the blue corner.
Between rounds, as the scores were displayed inside the arena, Malapo looked up, he did take note. He will know exactly where he stands. And off we go.
Just both fighting two different speeds, two different tempos. Malapo's tempo, very relaxed and slow. And Griezmann just not allowing him to build into it, coming forward again with that pressure going to the body.
I think Griezmann did extremely well getting respect for the power he brings in, because you can see Malapo's
questioning himself, yeah.
100%.
That left leg is going to be the only weapon I think that he can utilize. Deep through the middle, come round to the head. He has the ability to do that. That calf kick continues. Oh, it's caught. Not sure if he just fell over or got rocked there, but either way, Griezmann going to grow as he gets up against the fence here. It seems like he believes in himself more here as he goes for this. Griezmann switching to that single, gets him up.
Yeah, committing to it more.
Malapo needs to push that head down rather than wrap around the body. There he does it. It's almost like he's listening to me. Oh, switches back. But he should be pushing on that head. Breaking the posture. Gets the underhook, does well though.
And Malapo, as well, we talk about Griezmann coming in on short notice. Malapo only had 2.5 weeks for the power Malapo is bringing. Covering up, just keeping that head, chin down, tucks, taking it on the forehead.
A little bit more speed at least now from Malapo. When he missed that, he got on the bike a little bit quicker. And like you said, a lot of changes of opponents for him. So maybe just trying to settle in now to the style that he's supposed to be fighting against. Obviously drilled that calf kick a lot.
Starting to wear now, you can see.
Nice left hand.
There's welts on that lead left leg. You could also see Griezmann a little bit more tentative, putting that the forward weight on it.
That body kick's landed multiple times. Good right hook. And that check hook as he gets out. Nice movement and awareness. Malapo seems to be waking up a little bit.
Oh,
again,
that was solid.
That calf kick.
Oh.
Caught him as he was stepping forward, and you can see the welts again, Brian.
Yeah.
Multiple different colours.
And that one seemed to jar the knee right there as it ate that baseball bat of a shin of Malapo's.
But no power in the punches.
Oh, and again.
Caught that one.
That corner now wanting to... Oh, that's nice. That's a finger. There you
Bit
go.
of a mistake there from Malapo stepping in. Look to the referee. He should have just gone. I think if he hadn't looked to the referee, he probably would have got away with it.
I thought that was the reaction from Griezmann from like a delayed reaction from the body shot, but it was the eye poke.
Again, the referee leaving Malapo in his corner. His corner's staying quiet. Here's the replay as he comes in with that knee. Good idea. Yeah, it's on the exit.
Oh, that's better.
Change of distance.
Change of motivation as well from Malapo. He came in,
but his
stepping
hands
elbow.
defensively are all over the place. Nice knee.
Oh, jump knee.
See, he's capable of it. Just waking up now.
Oh, big takedown. Big takedown.
Malapo right back up on the fence, though. Needs to push the head down and stand. Gonna look to take the back maybe. Does so. Malapo needs to not give up on his stand up, needs to go straight up, head high. He has the position to stand. Just needs to believe in it and get his head higher than Griezmann's. Worrying about the hands here. Gonna get shut down. Wrist wrap, beautiful work from Griezmann here.
And this is definitely
the
hole in the game of Malapo. Focus mainly on striking. Oh, nice, he's going to turn in. He's going to turn in.
Does well to stay on top. And manages to get back up to his feet. Great work from both men. Nice elbows here.
They are nice. Oh, they're heavy shots.
Forces Griezmann to adjust. That might have just won him the round, those elbows. Very, very close second round, this one.
I think closer than the first. Final 50
Yeah, Griezmann's hurt. I think he's just holding on here because he's in a bit of pain.
Oh, nice
Looking
trip.
for that takedown, misses it.
Oh,
big shot
and hitting some shots.
Punishing him wherever he can is Malapo. An interesting end to that second round.
And there we go, too.
There's a knockdown, so that might affect us as well.
I think.
Good left hand.
No, I think you'd struggle to call it that, but you, again, down to the judges, but they have it as you had it, Luke Barnett. There we go, one round apiece, stepping into the third. Let's see if the fighters take note of that.
A mixture of the highlights there. We didn't get to see as many of Malapo's shots that we maybe could have. But we'll see in this third round. I think we've got a minute left for Griezmann to come out and put on pressure. I think he's tired now, Brian. Feeling that leg, feeling that calf kick. Let's see if Malapo decides to go back low to open up this round.
Third and final round here.
I'd like to see that left head kick from Malapo. I feel like it's been open all night. Goes back to that calf, good left hand.
That was semi-checked there. He took that right on the knee. That would have hurt Malapo as well.
Griezmann coming out, aggressive in the eyes. Laser focused, goes to that leg once more.
Oh, the poker face is gone now, Luke. He let out a little wince.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Nice knee through the midsection. Ooh, vicious hook there, though, as Griezmann comes flying forward. Can't put that weight on the leg, but when he does, landing well. Great first fight, this, Brian.
Oh, a lot of fun, and both these guys.
Left hand, chin
committed,
on Griezmann.
Committed to giving the fans some fun to kick this night off.
A bad position here, though, for Malapo. Needs to stay away from that fence. Griezmann's just waiting to unload. That left head kick is there, Brian.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not gone to that earlier, Luke.
Oh, in that boxing range, Griezmann by far the more dangerous and tired.
He's not great in this third round for sure, Luke.
Crossing his feet. Every step is bad at the moment for Malapo, but Griezmann just can't seem to catch up. Griezmann looking tired as well as he rests up against the fence. Has been much more effective at getting to the legs in the earlier rounds. Just want to see that head kick. There
you go.
It's been there all night.
But he's not got the energy to turn it over. There's no pivot in the hips there, Luke. It was just thrown forward.
It just never looked like he had the snap tonight, Malapo, in all of his shots. It's only been the knees, for me, that have been the most dangerous. Everything else, I feel like Griezmann's just eating it. Coming flying forward, eating it. Very close, third round. Oh, there's that jump knee, just misses.
Oh, that's a nice left hand.
But again, Griezmann eats it. He's not got enough on it.
He's going backwards. He's not, you know, that you talked about the footwork, but the foot placement for power is so essential. Just pouring it out. It's just going to take one moment.
2 minutes remaining, just under. Just touching, trying to win the decision here now is Malapo. You see significant punches strongly in the ball. Again, gets that takedown.
There you go, that could be the moment.
That could change everything for Griezmann. He needs to get back up to his feet now, does Malapo. Gives up the back again. But overextends. but still has it. Elbows.
Oh, elbows now. And you could tell they definitely affected Griezmann in the second round. Oh, he's in a bad spot now, Luke. He's in a bad spot.
Needs to get his hips above him, though. These elbows are not enough. Giving up the bottom. Needs to stand.
Final seconds.
Not quite sure what that was at the end from Malapo. Griezmann ending on top, but that damage maybe from those elbows could take the round. A very close third round. Remember, both these men in here, late notice, trying to put on a show here in Hanover. It was an intriguing back and forth battle. Both had their moments.
Malapo raises his hands. And it's on a knife edge, this one, Luke. Again, 3 judges in attendance. What did they see? Even their position could have played a part in what they scored as effective.
Feel like points-wise, if you're just going on strikes thrown and landed rather than thrown, I would say Malapo in that third round probably landed more shots, especially if you consider the elbows at the end. Aggression throughout the entire fight was always in the Griezmann corner. A very, very close contest, though.
And that kicks us off for tonight. Again, 9 more fights. You can join us on pay-per-view.
Here we see some of the highlights. And this was the story in Malapo's corner, but significant, apparently, to Finn Griezmann. But the wait will be over for our first prelim of the night. We were about to find out as we hand it over to Andre Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, let's see how judges score this fight. All 3 judges score this fight 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision. Jixi, the General Malapo.
Hanover, give it up for Finn Griezmann as well, ladies and gentlemen. The General, Jixi Malapo. My brother, welcome to Octagon. I know you saw this as a huge opportunity. That's a very difficult fight for your first fight here against a hometown guy. What does it feel like to claim victory tonight?
Man, I wish I had the words to describe this feeling. I took this fight on 7-day notice. Same as Finn, you know? Short notice. We came here, we fought our hearts out. Novotny, thank you for the opportunity, my brother. I want to thank my cornermen here, Tolia, Andre, and Pavel. Machacek at home, Crew the legend, they're my team.
Well, they're building a warrior in you, my friend. Hope to see you back in here soon. What would you like next?
Yeah, there's a guy who calls himself the Pink Panther. He's got pink hair.
The Czech Republic, he's watched Octagon. The Czech Republic, he's watched Octagon rise. I've seen Jixi walk around the hotel pointing at people like Pavel Tosh, the referee, going, I've seen you on TV, can I get a photo? You know, that excitement that, you know, that he's bringing to this cage and to this promotion. We'll see. I think he's a few fights away from the Pink Panther, but he is 1 win in Octagon, which is huge. Now, both these guys looking to come in here and make a statement as well. Nicolas Serbaces, the Spider, will take on Enrique Mad Max Maduera. Maduera stepping in. He'll be the 3rd change in opponent for Serbaces. We have the jiu-jitsu background that sees Serbaces claim 3 of his wins by submission out of the 8 victories he has. But Enrique Maduera, 7 wins, 6 finishes, and looking here to upset Germany.
Nico Serbaces returns to the cage with a clear aim to launch a new winning streak. The Spider from Bremen wants to demonstrate why 3 of his 8 wins came by way of submission. His dangerous ground game turns his fight into an endurance test, with fatal consequences for his opponents. Once he catches you in his web, it's almost impossible to escape. But the man standing on the other side of the cage has no fear of this game. The nickname Mad Max perfectly captures Enrique Madureira's unpredictable style. A natural finisher, he secured 6 of his 7 victories inside the distance. He knocked out 4 opponents and forced 2 to submit. Madureira has Brazilian roots, but has been training in the gym in Munich for a long time. In Octagon, he's already challenged Rishavi, and now he comes in pursuit of a valuable scalp